Imagine leaving behind everything you know, your home, your family, your country, just to find safety. That was the journey of 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee, Iryna Zartuska. She fled the war in Ukraine, hoping the United States would offer her peace and a fresh start. But in a heartbreaking twist, Iryna's life was cut short in Charlotte, North Carolina, while riding a city light rail train. The suspect, Decarlos Brown Jr., was arrested soon after. What makes this story even more troubling is that he had a long criminal history. This tragedy is not just about one crime. It raises tough questions about refugee safety, public transportation security, and serious gaps in the criminal justice system. Today, we're going to break down what happened, why it matters, and what changes people are calling for. According to Charlotte police reports and local media, Iryna was traveling on a light rail train when she was attacked. Authorities quickly identified the suspect as Decarlos Brown Jr., a man with a significant criminal background. Police stated this was not a hate crime but a random act of violence. Even though it wasn't targeted, the randomness of the attack makes it even scarier. It means ordinary citizens, people commuting to work, students going to class, or refugees like Iryna, could all be at risk in what should be safe public spaces. Brown Jr. had a criminal record before this incident. That fact alone has raised big questions. Why was a repeat offender free to roam the streets? Was the system too lenient in monitoring him? Could this tragedy have been prevented? Legal experts argue that this case highlights gaps in the criminal justice and parole systems, where individuals with prior offenses are often not strictly supervised, creating risks for ordinary citizens. This case has shaken not just North Carolina, but also the international community. Ukrainian officials publicly acknowledged Iryna's death and urged U.S. authorities to ensure stronger protections for refugees. Ukrainian community groups in the U.S. expressed grief, noting the cruel irony. Refugees escaping war abroad still face danger in the country they believed would keep them safe. Local residents in Charlotte have been calling for stronger security measures on public transportation, including more police patrols and better surveillance systems. International media also picked up the story, framing it as part of a larger conversation about whether America is truly safe for those who come seeking refuge. This tragedy highlights three bigger issues we can't ignore. 1. Refugee safety. Refugees come to the U.S. for protection and a chance to rebuild. If even they can't feel safe, it damages trust in the very system designed to protect them. 2. Public transportation security. Millions of Americans rely on buses, subways, and trains daily. If public transit becomes unsafe, it shakes public confidence in everyday life. 3. Criminal justice gaps. The suspect's criminal history raises urgent questions. Should repeat offenders be monitored more closely? Are the current parole and supervision systems failing? These are debates America has faced for years, and Iryna's case adds new urgency. This is more than just one crime story. It's about how societies protect or fail to protect the most vulnerable. Refugees like Iryna are not just statistics. They are human beings who left everything behind for a better future. Her death is a reminder of a painful truth. Violence can happen anywhere, even in countries that feel safe. That doesn't mean America is unsafe for everyone, but it does mean real reforms are needed to ensure safety for refugees, commuters, and ordinary citizens alike. The death of Iryna Zartuska is a call for reform, accountability, and compassion. As investigations continue, many hope her loss will lead to stronger safety measures on public transport, tighter supervision of repeat offenders, and more attention to refugee protection in the U.S. Our thoughts are with Iryna's family, the Ukrainian community, and everyone affected by this devastating event. This story forces us to ask, what more can be done to make sure tragedies like this never happen again? If you found this report informative, please like, share, and subscribe to American Celebrity Hub News for more fact-based updates and analysis on major U.S. stories.